there, my friends. It's Laura the Teach. I'm going to go over some concepts with you that the core curriculum requires of first graders. And then we're going to take a little review to see how you do on these concepts. Now, we've had lessons talking about place value with the families. Every family has a 100, a 10, and a 1 column. So the hundreds column, the tens column, the ones column. We've talked about on a prior lesson as well, counting by fives and looking at patterns. Oh, I got a tail. Look at this, my Rosie. She's come in here. She wants to join the lesson. Say hi, Rosie. Rosie loves math, don't you, Rosie? So we've talked about counting by fives. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, 65, 70, 75, 80, 85, 90, 95, 100. And then we've counted by tens. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100. And then we've counted by hundreds. 100, 200, 300, 400, 500, 600, 700, 800, 900, 1,000, which is 1,000. Right, Rosie? Say hi, boys and girls. So, we're going to talk about right now even and odd. Now, what makes a number even and odd? I like to say even Steven or odd man out. Now, if something is an even number, that means it has a partner. Like Rosie has 2 front paws. Each paw has a partner, don't ya? But Rosie only has 1 nose. So, oh, she's giving me kisses. So her nose doesn't have a partner. She has 2 eyes. So her eyes, 2 is an even number. It has a partner. She has 2 ears. 1, 2. So her ears have a partner. It's an even number. But again, she has 1 mouth. And her mouth is an odd number, 1, because it doesn't have a partner. So if a number has a partner, then it's even. But if it's not, it has 1 odd number out. So we've counted by 2s before. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. And you can also count by 2s using odd numbers. 1, 3, 5, 7, 9. But for this case, in deciding whether something's even or odd, we're going to count by 2s. 2 has a partner. 1, 2. 4 has a partner. Look at 4, 2, and 2. 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Each side has 3. 8. 4 and 4 is 8. They have a partner. 10. 5 and 5. Same number on each hand. So that's an even number. It has a partner. So any number that ends with 2, 4, 6, 8, or 0 is an even number. If it ends in 1, 3, 5, 7, 9, it's an odd number. Okay, Miss Rosie, I'm going to put you down. Okay, I have to work with the kids. So remember that when you are working on even and odd. So 1 is all by itself. It does not have a partner. It's an odd number. 2, 1, 2, they're a partner. 3, odd man out. 4, partners. 5, odd man out. These 2 and these 2 are partners. 6, ooh, look at, now it has a partner. 7, these have partners. This does not, odd. 8, I'm going to do it this way. 4 and 4, each of these has a partner. 9, these have partners. Those have partners, but this doesn't. 10, now they all have partners. So those are your even and odd numbers. The rest of this little review touches upon concepts that we've talked about already. So let's take a look at it and see how we do. I'm going to give you some wait time to see if you can answer those. Now, we talked about even and odd, and this shows pictures. So we can match. Here we can say partner, 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 partner. Look at each of them have a partner. So is that an even or odd number? Even. So this is an even number, yes, and we have 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 in that graph. Now look at here. These two are partners, partner, partner, but look at, there's one odd out. So we have 2, 4, 6 plus one more is 7. Is 7 an even number? No. Odd man out. So 7 is an odd number. Now it says write an even number between 7 and 16 and draw a picture. Now there's a few even numbers that we could choose. We want to have it between 7 and 16. And remember, what are our even numbers? Our even numbers are 2, 4, 6, 8, and then anything that ends in 0. So after 7 comes 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, and then we hit 16. Which of those numbers could we use? Throw some out for me. Okay. Yeah. All right, good. So I'm going to write some of the numbers that I heard thrown out at me. 8. 8. There is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yes, they all have a partner. So 8 is a number that we could use between 7 and 16. Then I heard someone yell out 12. So if we have 12, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. They all have a partner. So yes, 12 is an even number. Good job. One more that I heard somebody yell 9. Now let's look at that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Do they all have a partner? No, they don't. So 9 would not work in this case. So 8 and 12, 12 ends with a 2. 2 ones. 2, 4, 6, 8, 0. So those are some possibilities. We could have used 10. We could have used 14 as well. What is the value of the digit 5 in the number 75? Now look at this. We have 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. In the number 75, what does the 5 represent? Tens or ones? These are tens. These are ones. You're right. 5 ones. So it just equals the number 5 for 5 ones. Now let me turn my paper over because I have some things on the back that I want to work on with you. Somebody asked me, what's this mark on my arm? You know, I was working outside in my garden and I got bitten up by mosquitoes and I kind of have a reaction to it, so don't worry about it. I'm okay. It says Ted has an even number of yellow markers and an odd number of green. Choose all the groups of markers that could belong to Ted. Now this is a good time to write your even numbers. We'll put even with E. And what were our even numbers again? 2, 4, 6, 8, and anything that ends in 0. And what are our odd numbers? We're going to put O for odd. They're before and between the even numbers. So what comes first? 1, then skip 2, 3, skip 4, 5, skip 6, 7, skip 8, and 9. So our even numbers are 2, 4, 6, 8, and anything that ends in 0. And our odd numbers are 1, 3, 5, 7, 9. So we have to look at these, and the even is yellow. We're going to put Y for yellow, and the odd is green, G for green. So 8 yellow. Yellow should be even. Is 8 an even number? Yes, there it is. So that first part's right. And 3 green. Green is odd. Is 3 an odd number? Yes, it is. So this could be a possibility. We're going to circle that. 3 yellow markers. Now yellow should be even. Is 3 an even number? No, it's odd. So we know right away that that answer couldn't be correct. We don't even have to read the rest of it. 4 yellow markers. So yellow should be even. Is 4 an even number? Yes. So far that's okay. 2 green markers. Green should be odd. Is 2 an odd number? No. So this isn't correct either. 6 yellow markers. Is 6 an even number? Yes. And 7 green. Green is odd. Is 7 an odd number? Yes. So that one is true as well. Good job. Jeff starts at 190 or 190 and counts by 10. What are the next 6 numbers Jeff will say? So if we count by 10, remember 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100. So if we get to 90, we have to go to the next 100. What's the next 100 after 100? You're so smart. 200, and that's what we write. Now we have to start counting by 10. So we're going to keep 200 because that's in the hundreds column. 200, but now start counting by 10. 10. So 210. What's our constant going to be? Good, 200. And now we have 10, 20. Good. What's our constant? 200, 200, 200. So 200's our constant. 10, 20, 30. What's our constant? 200, 200, 200. And now count by 10. 10, 20, 30, 40. And what's our constant? 200. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. Good job. Megan counts by 1s to 10. Lee counts by 5 to 20. Who says the most numbers? Now the way to figure this out is to write them out. So if Megan counts by 1 to 10, what numbers will I write? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Look at that. I wrote all those numbers out. What are these little things? They're called commas. I put them between the numbers since I'm counting. Now, Lee counts by 5s to 20. So he's going to start with 5. Count by 5s for me. 5, 10, 15, 20. That's it. We're going to end at 20. Now look at, he only counted 4 numbers. Look at all the numbers that she counted. Who counted the most numbers? You're right. Megan counted the most numbers. All right, let's move on to our next page. Erase my chart here. And then we're going to do a little bit of review from what we've done before. We want to draw a picture to show the number 43. Do you remember how we do that? How do we draw 4 10s and 3 1s? Right, we can use the pictures for the manipulatives. 4 10s are 4 10 sticks and 3 1s. That's 43. Now, if we want to describe the number 43 in 2 ways, okay, we could say what? 4 10s or 3 10s? If we want 43, we want this number. How many 10s do we have? Right, we have 4 10s. And how many 1s do we have? 4 1s or 3 1s? Look at the 1s column. We have 3 1s. So what does 4 10s equal? 4 10s. 10, 20, 30, 40. So we'd write 40. And what does 3 1s equal? Right, just 3. 40 plus 3 is 43. We call this standard notation when we write it out in numbers with the place value. Joe lives on Maple Road. Her address has digit 2 in the ones place and digit 4 in the tens. So she has 2 numbers in her address. And remember, we have the tens and the ones column. Tens and ones. Writes the word 2. So if her address has 2 in the ones place, where would we write the 2? Right above the 0 or the O for ones. And then a 4 in the tens place. Where will we write that? 4 in the tens place. So she lives at 42 Maple Road. Now, do the numbers show counting by fives? Choose yes or no. So remember, when we count by fives, all your numbers end in what 2 numbers? 5, 10, 15, 20. 5, 0, 5, 0, 5, 0. So we know we need to look at the tens or the ones column and see if it ends in 5, 0, 5, 0. So let's look at this first one. 6, 7, 8, 9, 0. Does that say 5, 0, 5, 0? No. So we say no. How about this? 0, 0, 0, 0, 0. Is that counting by fives? No, that's counting by tens. 30, 40, 50, 60. So no. How about this? 0, 5, 0, 5, 0. 70, 75, 80, 85, 90. Is that counting by fives? You bet. And 35, 40, 45, 50, 55. Does that go 5, 0, 5, 0, 5? Yes, it does. Good job. So those 2 were counting by fives. The other 2 were not. All right, we have one more side to do for a review. We'll see how you do if you remember how to do this next page. It's got that chart that we've worked on a prior lesson, looking at tens and ones. It says Mrs. Payne needs 35 notepads, and she can buy them in packs of 10, the magic number, and singles. What are the different ways that she can buy the notepads? Find a pattern to solve. So if she wants to buy 35 notepads, 35, we can write it right here. 35 is 3 tens and 5 ones. So we can start out with that. Now, if we have 35, we have 3 groups of 10 and 5 ones. The 5 ones is never going to change because we want to have the notepads in packs of 10, not 5s. So we always want to have a group of 10. If we have 3 packs of 10 and 5 singles or 5 ones, how else can we show 35? Do you remember what we did in a prior lesson? We bust up a 10 stick, right? And we turn it into what? 10 ones. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And I'm going to circle it so that I don't get it confused with my original group of 5. So how many 10 sticks do I have now? 2. And how many groups of 10 represented by ones do I have? 1 group. And I have my original 5 ones. So I can still show 35 with 2 groups of 10 and 1 group of 10 shown by ones. 2 and 1 is 3, 35. Now what can I do? What's another way I can show it? I can bust up this 10 stick and I have to draw it over here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right, and how many 10 sticks do I have left here? 1. And how many groups of 10 represented by ones do I have? 2. And I've got my original 5. So 1 group of 10 plus 2 groups of 10 is 3 groups of 10, 35. I still have 35. And what's one last step that we can take? Good job. 1 more group of 10 that I can bust up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I'm going to circle it. Do I have any 10 sticks left? No. But how many groups of 10 do I have represented by ones? 1 group, 2 groups, 3 groups. And how many original ones did I have? 5. So we're back to 3 10s and 5 1s, but all in ones, 35. Great job. Now it says Anne has a favorite number. It has a digit less than 4 in the tens place and a digit greater than 6 in the ones place. So remember, we have our tens column and our ones column. Okay? And it says it has a digit less than 4 in the ones place. So what numbers are less than 4? 3, 2, 1, 0. And what number is greater than 6? What numbers are greater than 6? 7, 8, 9. So these are our numbers to choose from. It has to be in the tens column less than 4. So it can be 3, 2, 1, or 0. And in the ones column, it has to be more or greater than 6, which would be 7, 8, 9. So I'm going to get rid of this little 0 here, because we probably wouldn't have 0 in the tens place. All right, so could her number be 30 plus 9? That would mean 3 10s and 9 1s, right? Because 30 is 3 10s. Is 3 in the tens place? There it is. Is 9 in the ones place? There it is. So yes, we could have 39. What about 67? 60, 6 10s. Can we have 6 10s? No. So we know that answer isn't correct. How about 2 10s and 8 1s? Can we have 2 10s? Yes. Can we have 8 1s? Yes. So we could have that address. It's helpful to write things out like that if you have a hard time grasping it at first. And then as you practice, it'll come to you. Write another number that could be Anne's favorite. So we have to write a number that we haven't already used. We can't use 39 and we can't use 28. But it can be a number with either 3, 2, or 1 in the tens place, 30, 20, or 10, and 7, 8, or 9 in the ones place. So what could we use? Yeah, we could use the number 1. We haven't used that yet. Oh, and 7. Right. 17 could be the answer. Good job. All right. Wonderful job. How do you think you did? Do you think you have learned these concepts pretty well that we've been talking about? I think you did a great job. Keep practicing, my friends.